Welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. I got back from West Virginia late last night, and we're rolling right along this morning here. I did just a little bit of work out in the clearing, and I've got a load of firewood loaded up. We're going to go make that delivery, and then I need to head down to the city, which isn't always fun, but we're going to a trucking terminal to pick up a new attachment for the excavator. I used to play Colt League and Legion baseball at that ball field right there back in the day. Alright, so I got the firewood delivered, and this area right here, I got a lot of history here. My grandfather, he had a piece of property over this direction. You won't be able to see it because it's all grown up, but he had a big flat piece of ground there next to the creek, and he rented that out to the turf farm. And so they grew sod there, and then we used to hunt arrowheads. And every time they'd pull that sod up, when it would rain, would go out there, my dad and I, and maybe a few others, you would always find arrowheads. I mean, every single time. You could probably still do it today. You really could. And then somewheres right in here, there's an old channel. I'm not sure where it's at, but I talked to the mayor of town the other day, and they want to recover a couple old gravestones that are down in the channel or something. I don't know the whole story on it, but I didn't hear that the guy that pushed him over there has had bad luck since the day that he did it. So maybe I'll have some good luck if I help him get him out. We'll have to see, but I'm not sure when they want to do it. I said, whenever you're ready, you just call me. I'll come out. I don't know if we're going to winch them out or what. I don't even know where they're at, but they're somewhere around here. And then over this way, we're right beside where my grandpa's driveway was. If you saw the movie Night of the Living Dead, the house that burnt down in that movie was right over there. All right, before I go down to the city, I got to do something. And I usually don't get into this kind of stuff, but that cord of firewood I sold for $150 right there. Now that's less than half of what I normally get. So you may be asking yourself, why did I sell it for 150 bucks? I'll give you the backstory. Melissa's cousin, his father-in-law, knows this guy Lester, and he helps Lester out. Lester's in his 80s, lives by himself, goes through a lot of wood, and Bob just helps him out. I don't know how they know each other. I don't even really know Bob real well at all, to tell you the truth. And he called me about firewood for Lester, and I knew Bob kind of helps Lester out, and he could use the wood, so I said, well, just 150 bucks. That's good. It kind of covers my cost, right? Well, after I delivered the wood, I got talking to Lester, and I remember him from years ago. He worked at the Sawmill in town. He was our garbage man, actually, probably in the 70s. And I got to thinking, this 150 bucks isn't going to make or break me. And I think we can help Lester out a little bit. And the only reason that I can do these kind of things is because of you watching these videos, and that's the truth. It wasn't that long ago where 150 bucks would make or break me. Today it doesn't, so we're gonna help Lester. We're gonna try to keep Lester out of the mud this winter. I noticed when I delivered the firewood, the driveway was pretty wet, a little bit muddy, and it's going to get real bad this winter. So I just picked up about 4.5 ton of 2B limestone, and we're going to head back out there right now tailgated on. There's one power line I'm gonna have to watch, and I just called Bob. Him and Lester just left for the store, and I said, hey, when you get back, Lester's gonna have a little Christmas present. Check this timing out right here. Don't get run over.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Needed a camera battery. All right, back by the ball field. When we come back out, I need to stop there, if I remember, tell you a good story. All right, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. I've got a power line right there. The best way would be to start dumping over there and lay a nice layer all the way out here and across those big puddles right there. But by the time I get there, my bed's gonna hit that power line. So I think the best way to do this, it's not gonna be real easy. I'm gonna pull out there, start dumping, and tailgate going backwards. Yeah, this should work. Probably won't be my best work tailgating, because I'm gonna have to watch where I'm going and also watch I don't hit that electric line. But it'll be better than when we got here, so that's good. That worked out great. I got it everywhere except where I really needed it. I mean, it's not bad. I found a rake here, but right underneath that power line, I was struggling. I couldn't get the bed up high enough to get anything to come out, or I'd hit the power line. But we're gonna rake some of that down into the deep spots, and it'll definitely be better than when we got here. All right, definitely an improvement, but definitely need more rock. Could actually use like a whole triaxle load here. Maybe we'll see how this shakes out over the next couple weeks, and we'll bring them another load. Definitely need more right underneath that power line. Wish I had a tractor out here and it was dry, but it's not, and I don't. So we're gonna go with this for now. All right, it's turning out to be a beautiful day today, but we're gonna head down to the city now and pick up the new attachment for the excavator. I'm gonna stop back at the ball field though first, tell you a good story. So years ago, I had a ball game at this field here behind me, and I think I was in Colt League, which would have been 15 and 16-year-olds, and I was playing first base, and our shortstop, real good ball player, very, very talented. He was like the point guard on the basketball team, quarterback on the football team, and shortstop on the baseball team. But he was a bit of a hot dog. Real nice guy, but he was a hot dog. Now his brother was our coach, and he was probably 6 or 7 years older, and he was a bit of a hot head. So you had a hot head and a hot dog. Anyway, here's the story. Hard ground ball, like a one hopper to shortstop. I mean, it's hit hard. Paul scoops it up instantly, right? And instead of just throwing it to me at first base, he like does 1 or 2 pump fakes, and then he like high steps, and he fires this ball, and it literally went 30 feet over my head into the trees. And he just put his head down. Obviously the guy's safe, and his brother, who's the coach, flips out. He grabs the bag of bats, throws it on the field. He's screaming like he's in a fight with the other team or the other coach, but actually he's just mad at his brother. All right, we're getting close to the city. Starting to get a little anxious. I don't like coming down here. But this section of highway right here, this is Interstate 79. They're still working on it. It seems like it has been for decades. Last night when I came back from West Virginia, it was smooth sailing the entire way till I got to this bridge. I'm not even sure what they're doing now, but it's better than it was, I'll say that. But always some kind of construction here, always. Neville Island. Ugh. All right, I made it down to the terminal. I just went inside, signed the paperwork. I'm gonna go back in and pick up our pallet. But the sign there says, "Thank you for arriving safely," which is kind of nice. And I kind of get it, because the average crime rate in the United States is about 5.6 per 1,000 people. Here in McKees Rocks, it is slightly higher at 63 per 1,000. So about 12 times the national average, give or take. All right, all loaded up. That was effortless. Once we get back to the house, I'll show you what we got. All right, let me show you what I got here. Check this out. This is a work brow 4-foot tilt bucket, okay? Has a nice heavy duty cutting edge on it. Now I have a 4-foot grading bucket, but one of the limitations to that is you can't tilt it. This one you can. It'll tilt either way. This will be great for cleaning out ditches, cutting V-ditches, general cleanup work, grading. It'll be a really good fit for the KX57-4. Now, work brow probably sounds familiar. This is the same company that I got the rake from that I have on the excavator. People are always asking about that rake. I just answered another email. It is a work brow rake. And now I have a work brow tilt bucket. I'm not going to put it on the machine right now, but you will be seeing this in the not too distant future. I can't wait to try this out. But anyway, back to what we were talking about before. Lester's little early Christmas present, I guess you could say. That is made possible by all of you watching these videos, hitting that like button, sharing them with your friends, you know, commenting. All that helps with the channel and allows us to be able to do things like that. And it wasn't a big deal, you know, it's a good deal on a load of firewood and a free load of stone. But believe me, it wasn't that long ago where like 150 bucks was a big deal. And we couldn't do those kind of things today if it wasn't for all of you, and I really appreciate it. You know, to be honest, we probably give away, I don't even know how much, a lot of firewood to people that need it. And I don't make videos about it. You won't see a title, you know, giving the widow down the street a load of firewood for winter. My opinion only, you don't have to stand from the rooftops and scream that you did something nice for somebody. But occasionally, I just want to thank you and show you what everything you do helps us do, if that makes sense. I appreciate it.